Alright guys, I'm currently at the gym, 10:30 p.m. and it's leg day. So, it's going to be absolutely brutal. Woke up today, I was like, I get to go to the gym. It's leg day. You know, obviously not a fun day. Probably the worst day if you want to say that. But I just got off a 10-hour shift, so it makes it even more brutal. But I do, as I said, love the night workouts. So, we're going to go in the gym, hit legs, going to be absolutely brutal. We have to do extra cardio because we didn't go yesterday, because as I explained in the last video, there was a huge storm. There was literally like 10 tornadoes. It was absolutely crazy. But we're going to do probably 20-25 minutes of cardio. I had all of my meals for today. I have nothing left. I literally am at 2,900 calories. I'm at like 300 grams protein. I had like no fat today, which was absolutely perfect. Had straight carbs, straight protein. Absolutely beautiful. So let's go have an intense, brutal leg day. All right, guys. So at the beginning of my workout, I would usually start with squats, but I'm going to the RDLs straight away just because I'm not doing the squats and my knee sleeves aren't fitting. My knees are kind of hurting, but this is future me from like a week later because I just refused to edit this video, and my knees are feeling pretty good. I just finished a leg day today actually, and I added a little bit of hip mobility and stuff like that into my workout. As you can see here, I am trying to kick my butt back so that I have optimal range of motion and my hamstrings are doing all the workload, and I am not using any of my forearms or stuff like that. So that is why I am using straps. And here is the most brutal part of the day, and this is because I have my tendency on my feet is to go more on the front of my foot. So as you can see, the rear of my foot, the ball of my foot is never pushing. I never catch it. So my whole leg extension or leg press thing, sorry, is just trying to focus on getting that down, because I have the same thing with my squat, and I feel like that is the prime driving factor of why my knees hurt. So I have to push myself up every time because my knees physically cannot push up the weight. So that's not cheating. And the main driving factor of quad growth here is actually your knee flexion. So however far you can get your knee down there and then up. So locking out your knees is actually not as bad as you think it is. So as you can see here, I am doing another quad back to back, and this is my favorite one because of the fact that you could go so light, but it's so intense. So I'm doing just about 150 pounds here, and as you can see, I'm going to failure. And on all of these, I forgot to mention, I'm doing 3 sets of basically failure, which is trying to get 12 reps, 10 to 12 reps. And as you can see here, I'm trying to pull myself down while also getting as much knee flexion as physically possible. And as you can see on this set, I was trying to go pretty hard, pretty intense, and I wasn't really controlling it down. But when you're going that intense, it really does not matter whatsoever. So this is basically the same thing. I was going to do the thing right behind me that the other guy is doing, but this does the same thing. I don't enjoy this as much as the reverse hyper, which the guy is doing in the back, but I didn't want to bother him, and I wanted to get the workout done. And as you can see, I'm going pretty intense as the same thing as the leg extension, where I'm trying to get 10, 12 reps, but at the same time, I am also focused on the contraction, how my knees are, but I really am trying to imagine this as a bicep curl. Any hamstring movement with machine is basically a bicep curl, and that's how you want to have that embedded into your brain. It's very hard to sort of get that mind-muscle connection, but once you get it, you get it. And as you can see here, I'm doing some cheat reps, which are absolutely fantastic, especially on the decentric part. All right, guys, so that concludes the little rundown, the little walking you through my gym workouts, what I do, why I do it, how I do it, everything of that sort. I think I did like recording these videos. I think it was something different. I pretty much just set up the camera kind of far away so it's not too cinematic, but at the same time it's not too broad. So just set it up, you know, did my stuff. I think I could focus a little more because I wasn't focusing on everything looking good, but I was focusing on everything feeling good, everything with the right range of motion, everything perfect, elbows perfect, arching my back at the perfect position, retracting my scapula most obviously. And I hope you guys enjoyed. I hope you guys learned a little information. I hope you learned something new. I'm most definitely going to do this in the future, in a couple months, maybe half a year-ish, when I learn a couple new things, switch up my workout routine most obviously. So I might not be doing push-pull legs. I don't know what I'll be doing, but this is more of a shorter video because I really didn't have too much to walk you guys through. My leg days are pretty short but pretty intense. I did skip squats because my knee sleeves are not fitting the way they should be, so that was kind of, you know, kind of not optimal in a sense. So yeah, that's it. Any last words to give you? It's a loud car. Last words to give you is to retract your scapula.